So, Tyler, after running through the five different concerns we typically see in retirement for people, which two resonated with you the most, or are you the most worried about?
Volatility
Mm-hmm.
and longevity, probably.
Yeah, and that's really the most common answers that I get. People are living longer and longer, and especially today, with you looking to retire here in the next couple of years, volatility is really scary. It's starting to return into the economy, into the markets, and that can cause a lot of scares for people, similar to 2008. So, that being said, what sources of income do we have today for you in retirement?
So I'll have my 401k.
Mm-hmm.
I will have an old 401k. It's an IRA now. I have a small Roth.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get a small pension
Mm-hmm.
and Social Security.
Pension. Okay. And that's all of these accounts, correct?
Mm-hmm.
No types of brokerage or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Now, what we want to make sure that we have in retirement is looking at, okay, what guaranteed assets or guaranteed money are we looking at for retirement? So, going down the list, that 401k, how is it currently invested?
Mutual funds? I don't know.
Yeah.
How are they typically invested?
No, that's very standard.
Yeah.
So, are there any types of guarantees on that account?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So right there, we've got both the issue of longevity and volatility. There's no protection in those funds. So if the market rides up, great, we're doing well. If it goes down, you know what? It goes down to zero, and that's the end of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now for your IRA, is it similarly invested as your 401k?
Yes.
It is. So once again, we're looking at longevity and volatility as a problem for that account potentially. For the Roth, is that similar to the IRA and 401ks as well?
IRA. Yeah, it's similar to the IRA. It's in the exact same stuff.
Okay. So once again, we're looking at longevity and volatility as an issue that could present itself in those first three accounts. Now the pension, is that guaranteed?
Yes.
It is. Great. So now we're starting to see some form of guaranteed money to make sure. And the Social Security, depending on what your beliefs are, Social Security, is that guaranteed?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, it is. So it looks like of the five different sources of income, two of them are guaranteed, which is great. We like to, typically we don't see people with pensions, so you're better off than most are so far. Now looking into retirement, we would like to break it up into two different types of expenses that people see. The first are fixed expenses. These are the things that just have to get paid every single month. Second, variable. Now these are the things that we'd like to do. Now, the fixed, we want to make sure these are the things that we have to have paid for every single month. So just racking your brain, what kind of expenses do you foresee being fixed in retirement?
Mortgage, car payment, insurance on both of those, utilities, groceries. What am I missing?
Utilities.
Property tax.
Groceries, yeah. Property tax is a big one, especially here in Texas, right? I hate seeing that bill. Insurance, we can include medical insurance in there as well, just because we will be on Medicare at that point in time. I'll just mention that right here. What else?
I think that's it. We've got everything else pretty much paid off.
Everything paid off, that's awesome. So those are the things that we have to make sure that we're paying for every single month, every single year. Secondly, variable. So what types of variable expenses do you see yourself having?
A boat.
Boat, what kind?
I want a pontoon boat.
I love those boats.
Something I can have everybody come over and party in. It'll be fun.
Just cruise around the lake. I love it.
Yeah, just scooting around.
Well, what else?
Vacations.
Where do you like to vacation?
Here in the States, typically. We're road trip people, so we like just.
I love driving around the country. Where's your favorite place to drive?
Not necessarily my favorite place to drive, but probably driving around the parks out east. We bounced around a few different ones.
Oh yeah,
That's probably my favorite one.
that's awesome.
Zion National Park, Grand Canyon, some of those.
Yeah, no, I've been to the Grand Canyon, not Zion yet, but I think those are gorgeous.
Yeah.
So what else do you want? What else are going to be variable expenses for you?
Gifts. I want to be able to give the kids grandkids gifts, and I don't know. I think that covers it.
Okay.
For fun stuff, at least.
For fun stuff?
Yeah.
Great. So looking here, what my job, Tyler, is as an advisor, is to make sure that you don't have to worry about these fixed expenses. That at the very minimum, we want to make sure that you don't have to go without a car payment, go without paying your insurance on those utilities. That being said, so far we've got Social Security, which some people, depending on your feeling of it, that's going to be guaranteed to pay for some of this. And we have your pension. Do you think that's going to be enough?
No.
No? So what we want to look at is looking at these three other accounts that you have that there's no guarantees in them, and look at converting part of them into a stream of income where we know these are all getting fixed. And the idea is, in retirement, you get two types of checks. These fixed expenses are going to be your paychecks. These are what we know that we're going to have coming in every single month to pay for everything. Now, what we will do is leave one of these accounts in some type of account similar to this, where it does have some risk, because we do want that upside potential. And those are going to be your play checks, where we don't have to bank on them. If we can go without maybe the boat for a little bit, maybe a vacation or two here and there, or maybe you got to get us some smaller gifts, some more sentimental gifts, that's okay. You're still going to be able to live a successful retirement. These we got to make sure. So what we're going to look at is transferring some of these accounts into the guarantee. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah.
Perfect.